So, sorry. No, this angle isn't good enough either. One sec. Okay, good. So you think that if you build the body, you work out at the gym really hard, you get the muscles, you build the six pack, you get the biceps, you think that one day, magically, you're going to just become the Rizzler and be able to talk to every single woman on the street and get them attracted to you. That's what you think is going to happen. Whew. You're in for a big surprise. That's not what's going to happen at all. And you know why? Because there's never going to be a time where you somehow build enough muscle to the point where you say to yourself, yes, okay, I've built enough muscle now. I have 10% body fat. My abs have 2% muscle mass in my entire body. Okay, now it's time. Now I can talk to women. Because genuinely, you're always going to want more muscle. There's never a time where, like right now, I'd say my biceps are pretty big, but I still want them to be bigger. Right? Of course I want my biceps to be bigger, and of course the rest of my body. There's never going to be a time where you look at yourself and you say, okay, that's it. I don't need to build any more muscle now. This is the perfect physique. Now I can talk to women. Because what's going to happen is you're going to look at your physique and you're going to say, wow, I look so much better than I did a few years ago. But I still need a bit more muscle before I can talk to women. You're going to put it off because it is difficult and it is hard and it's uncomfortable. And that's just a natural human reaction. If you have to do something really difficult, you naturally want to push it off so you don't need to do it. The thing is, when you do this, when you push it off, you'll just end up pushing it off more and more because you ingrain the habit. So eventually, you get to the point where you have the top 1% physique and you never talk to women because you still think you can do better. Don't withdraw what you need to do. You know you need to talk to women. You know you can do both. You know you don't need to focus on the body or focus on women. You can do both. You can literally do both. Go to the gym as normal, but in the gym, there are obviously people around you. You aren't the only one in the gym. Talk to people there. Hello, good morning, how's your workout going? Very simple questions. It's not that difficult. Anyone can do it. And I'll show you how to do it later in this video. Something a lot of people don't understand is that every single type of person can attract women. I'm sure you know that there are fat people who attract women, and there are also skinny people who attract women, and small people who attract women, fucking shrimps. And there are, different colored white people who attract women, black people who attract women, brown people. Every single type of person can attract women. And you aren't an exception. So if you aren't attracting women, it's not because your physique isn't 10% body fat yet. It's not any of that bullshit, bro. It's just because of you. It's because you don't know how to talk to women, and you don't understand that talking to women is a skill in of and itself. It's not like something you train by going to the gym. You can, let's say you're a football player. If you train your stamina, you run tons of marathons, you train your reaction time, now you can react really quickly. Even though these kind of indirectly help with football, you'll never become discerningly good at football because you do this if you never actually play the game. It's the same with social skills. You need to actually play the game. You need to get into the arena and you need to talk to people, even if you don't want to, even if it's difficult and scary and all of your biological instincts are screaming at you not to do it. Because in the past, in days of old, when you were in a tribe and you were to talk to someone and maybe embarrass yourself and seen as an outcast, an enigma, you get kicked out of the tribe and you die. Of course, now we don't live in those times, but we still are the same as cavemen. We still have the same instincts, and it makes it incredibly hard to talk to people. However, you still need to do it, because if you don't, you'll never get good at it. You don't just do everything else besides talking to people. You don't just go to the gym and work really hard on a business and do meditation and do all of this self-improvement stuff, and then out of nowhere, wow, I'm the Rizzler now. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Ever. The only trait that somebody can have that will allow them to be the only person on earth who can't attract women is if they are smelly. That's the only trait. You can be fat, you can be ugly, you can have a big nose, you can be small. If you are smelly, you will not attract women ever. So, of course, have basic hygiene. It's not very difficult. Shower at least once every 2 days, ideally every day. Brush your teeth twice a day. That's it. I guess you use like deodorant, yeah, but that's optional, to be honest. If you shower, you don't even really need deodorant if you shower every day. So, I mean, this is basic hygiene stuff. If you don't have basic hygiene, bro, stop watching this video and brush your teeth. What are you doing? So this is what I want you to do right now. First of all, I want you to go down and subscribe and also leave a comment. What that does is it boosts the algorithm to show this video to more people, so more people get on the same path and become social. Because even though you'll learn how to be social with this video, there will be times where maybe it's just very difficult to talk to people. Maybe you just randomly feel this sense of anxiety. Or maybe you just talk to so many people and all of them just seem like losers. When you get more people onto this path, more people seeing these types of videos, and more people actually become social like you basically lose all of that anxiety, because even when you do feel anxious, there'll be one guy who's social and he comes up and talks to you, even though you feel like really shy in this random environment. And then you kind of gain your confidence back because of him, because you both saw the same videos and you both learned the same stuff. How do you become social then? To become social, there are 3 key rules. First of all, progressive overload. When you go to the gym, you can't start off with a 100 kg bench press because you aren't strong enough. You don't have muscles, you just can't withstand the weight. So you need to build yourself up. You need to start off with like a 10 kg bench press, or maybe just with the empty bar, which is 20 kg. And then you slowly build up by adding small weights incrementally until eventually, when your muscles have primed up, you can do 100 kg bench press. It's the same with social skills. You can't just go up in the most precarious situation and out of nowhere go up all confidently to your cross where everyone is watching you like this and then say, "Hey Sarah, how's your day going?" It's just, you aren't at that level. You aren't good enough. Yeah, you aren't good enough. You can't do that, bro. If you could, you would. So don't lie to yourself. You need to progressively overload. So let go of the ego, throw it out of the window, and progressively overload by first starting by just talking to people on the street. Say hello to the fellow person walking past you who literally lives in your town and you've seen him multiple times. Say good morning. Say good morning to everyone. Like, you should be saying, that's something you should be saying. It's not like some weird thing. You should be saying good morning to everyone. So start doing that. Good morning, sir. How's your day going? Good morning. Just walk past people. It's very easy because you don't even need to start a conversation. They most likely won't remember your face. Just whilst you're walking past somebody, just say good morning and walk past. That's it. It's very easy. Once you do that, maybe you can start talking to cashiers in shopping malls or shops, and you can say, "Yeah, how's your day going? Ah, I see. Thank you for scanning my items. Have a good day." Just a very small conversation. Just start talking to people slowly. And eventually, when each stage gets more comfortable, you can talk to more people in different situations until eventually you can talk to any man at any time, no matter what, which is level 2 of social skills. If you do want to speed up this journey, because there's more than just progressively overloading, check the link in the description. It'll get you from level 0 social skills, where you can't talk to anyone, to level 2 where you can talk to anyone at any time, no matter what. And the reason why social skills are so important is because you need to be a social person to talk to women. Obviously, right? If you have no male friends and you just try and talk to women all the time, and you just try and constantly try and cold approach women with no friends, women will just kind of feel that you're needy. Why are you going outside specifically to talk to women? You should have friends. If you have like a brotherhood, if you have friends who you can literally trust with your life and you're having a laugh with them and joking around and having a good time, and then there happens to be some girl there and you're already in the social flow state, it'll be so much more easier to just go up and talk to her whilst you're already happy. So much easier. So social skills are the prerequisite to even trying to cold approach people. You should have friends, you should be able to talk to people, and after that you should actually talk to women. Now that you've learned social skills progressively overloading, there's something that you'll see happen. You'll start to feel empty. You'll have all of the small talk with people, but it just feels so draining because, well, at least most people in the world, including me, are introverts, and small talk is just tiring. You have all of this small talk and it's nice and all, but it just makes you feel tired. You want deep conversations with people, right? Well, there's a certain way you have deep conversations, and I'll tell you how to. You need to follow your social compass, and this is a term I came up with. So a social compass is basically the types of things in a social setting that you're pulled or repulsed by. So let's say you like going to the gym and somebody is talking about working out. Of course, you're going to be attracted by that conversation. You're going to very much like talking about this. You'll have infinite conversation topics to talk about. You'll have infinite things to say because you know everything about the gym. You'll talk to him about progressively overloading and how you're trying to build this muscle and this physique, and maybe you'll start talking about YouTubers and so in the fitness space. You'll have so many things to talk about. If you talk about something you don't care about, you talk about fucking Harry Potter. Oh yeah, man. I read Harry Potter yesterday. Have you read the book yet? You know you haven't because you know nothing about it because it's bullshit. It's propaganda. You know nothing about Harry Potter. So what are you gonna say? Are you gonna just try and be agreeable? Yeah. Harry Potter, yeah. My friend talked about that one time. I know about it. No, you don't. Don't lie to yourself. You don't know anything about Harry Potter. You don't know what to say about it. Nobody knows what to say about it. And because of that, the conversation will burn out because you aren't funny and you're in your head trying to think of the next thing to say because you can't be in a flow state when you have nothing to say about a said topic. If you talk about something you like, you'll have infinite conversation topics. You'll never run out of things to say. If you talk about something you don't like, you'll run out of things to say all the time, so you'll need to be in your head trying to think of the next thing to say, and you'll be stressed and it won't be a fun conversation anymore. Follow your social compass, talk about what you want to talk about, and when you do that, it'll be so much easier to just transition into deep conversations where you feel like your emotional needs and social needs are met. I've noticed this happen a lot. There are things called rebirths. You lose all your progress in socializing out of nowhere, and it feels extremely demotivating. You were learning how to be social, you were getting good at it, and then out of nowhere, because of something happening, you just lose all of your skills. And it's like, well, why did I work for all of that if I'm just gonna lose it? Well, I'll tell you why. So rebirth is, well, it's a game term. I used to be a video gamer. A rebirth is a term that I use when somebody loses their social skills. It mainly occurs when somebody goes to a new environment. If you try and talk to tons of people in the gym and you become like a social master in the gym, you talk to men, you talk to women, you ask everyone how their workout is going, you fist bump everyone in the gym. You'll become very good at talking to people there. However, if you're put in a different situation, you're put in the library, you're put in a city centre, you'll notice, and this may not happen to everyone, but you'll notice that you become shyer because you haven't tried it in that environment. You've never tried it in that environment, so you just aren't primed for it. You aren't prepared. What happens is because you're in this environment, you immediately become more shy and you don't know how to manage the social dynamics of that environment. In order to combat this, you need to understand, first of all, that this is a rebirth. Because what a lot of people will do is they'll still act like they still have the same social skills, and then they'll be too nervous to talk to somebody and they'll just immediately fall flat on their face and become really butthurt. You need to understand that this is a rebirth and start progressively overloading again, starting from the very beginning. And the reason why this is so important, why I call it a rebirth, not just losing your progress, is because you level up quicker. Let's say you're a video game character. You get to level 100. Now you can rebirth. And what rebirthing will do is it'll allow you to level up even quicker. So you gain like an XP multiplier. And maybe you also gain some other benefits. So you gain to the level even quicker. You can get to a higher level now. Maybe you get like a strength multiplier. That's what rebirthing does. And it's extremely important to understand that when you go to a new environment and you can't talk to anyone, you rebirth, you lose your progress, you go back to level 0, but now there's so much more opportunity for you to grow because you level up quicker. Your progressive overload will become so much more seamless because you've already done it once before. Once you do this and you get very good at learning how to manage rebirths, it will be so much more easier to just learn how to be social in every single situation. You'll be at a stage, and I haven't tried this yet, but I truly believe that you'll get to a stage over doing this a long enough period of time where you literally being placed in a new environment and within like an hour you immediately master it and you can talk to everyone there. So here's what I want you to do right now. Don't bullshit yourself. You know you can do this. You know you have time. Just watch like what, a 20-30 minute video, maybe 15 actually. You know you have time. So this is what I want you to do right now. I want you to put on your outdoor clothes and I want you to go outside right now. Right now, don't bullshit yourself right now. Pause this video, put on your outdoor clothes, go outside and just walk to wherever. Do something fun. Go to the park. And whilst you're going to the park, just say hello to everyone. You don't need to start a conversation if it's too scary, but just say good morning, hello, smile, say it loud and clear. Hello, how's your day going? Most people won't even respond. Most people may not even look at you. They won't even see your face. There's no chance of your reputation being ruined. It's fine. Just say that and I promise you your life will improve. Check the top link in the description, the social protocol. You will learn how to manage social dynamics, become social, and finally find a band of brothers who you can trust with everything. Remember, consistency is over a lifetime. Bye-bye.